But you're thinking that. You're thinking that she's a 304 because she twerks. You're thinking that she's a 304 because the clothes that she wear. You're thinking that she's a 304 because of the music that she listens to, and rightly so. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy BVM Marley G back with another video. Can y'all like, comment, subscribe for more motivational videos on how to become the best version of yourself? In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 archetypes of women that I have encountered and you probably also have encountered. Look, let's be real. You know how certain men fall into certain archetypes? You got the nerdy guy, you got the jock, you got the bad boy, you got the good guy, you got the alpha male, you got the beta male, you got the simp, you got the player, you know, just like that, right? There are also archetypes of women, good and bad. There are categories, personality traits, characteristics of women, and you can place them in certain categories. These categories that I came up with today are women that I have dealt with, women that I've been on dates with, women that I have slept with, women that have used me, women that have manipulated me, and I'm gonna give y'all some pros and cons for when I was dealing with these type of women. Now, let's just get right into it. I'm not even gonna do none of my rants that I normally do. The first one that you will encounter is Mrs. High Maintenance. This should be obvious. You can notice them. They're typically very beautiful, but not always. Miss High Maintenance can also be an unattractive girl, a medium ugly girl, a girl that's a 6 or a 7 or a 5 or a 4. It's more so how she thinks about herself. She has the mentality that a man's job is to do for her, and she needs the world. She needs all those Chanel bags, Gucci bags, she needs the red Louboutins, she needs that Birkin, she needs those trips to Miami 4 times a year, she needs you to pay for her hair or nails, she needs you to pay all her bills, and she doesn't add really any value to you in return. This is Miss High Maintenance. These women typically deal with ballers. They typically deal with dudes who earn a large sum of income. Why? Because they cost. They typically are in transactional relationships. If you're a normal guy, if you're a guy that works a 9 to 5, say you make $54,000 a year because that's what average Americans make, and you encountered this woman, it's going to be hell for you. Why is it going to be hell for you? Well, because you can't keep up financially. You know how they say you got to make over 100 grand, or these women want guys that make over 100 grand? Yeah, they are typically Miss High Maintenance. Not all women require you to make 6 figures. No, because most of these women actually don't make 6 figures, and they actually aren't that delusional. When they're in the regular world, they know where they fall on how much money they make, they know what they can attract, and they look for regular blue-collar guys. They're like low maintenance. But the high maintenance girl, she's going to deal with the guys who makes the most money. She's going to deal with the guys who dress the flashiest. You know, he wear jewelry, he wear Balenciagas, he wear Pradas, he wear Dior, head to toe, everything's fly. His car, he has a very expensive car. He might have a Lamb truck, he might have a Lamborghini, he might have an Aston Martin, he might have a Hellcat SRT. Fuck it, he might even have a Trackhawk. They look at that. This guy also might live in a high-rise apartment, he might own a home, he might own a home in the suburbs, something like that. The high maintenance woman is attracted to this guy because they see the lifestyle that this guy can give them. If you want to deal with a high maintenance girl, that is your right. This video is not to tell you what kind of woman you should go for, what kind of woman you shouldn't go for. I'm simply telling you the archetype of woman that I have encountered, and you could just do whatever you want with this information. Miss High Maintenance is literally going to drain your pockets. The only guys I see dealing with Miss High Maintenance are guys that have abundant of resources. Like, He's a CEO, he's rich, he's a trapper, he's a scammer, he got resources, he got money coming in, whatever it is. These the ones who typically deal with Miss High Maintenance. If you're a regular blue collar worker, if you're a regular guy, if you're normal, you know, you have a 1-bedroom apartment, you drive a Toyota, you bring in $65,000 a year, Miss High Maintenance is not really for you. Now, there's sororities of maintenance when it comes to women. Some women can be medium. Some women don't want you to buy them a $4,000 bag. They might want you to buy them a $300 bag. Some women might not want you to take them on 4 trips a year. Some women might want you to take them on 1 trip a year. Some women don't want you to take them to the 5-star restaurant, you know, Ruth Chris, Steak 48, Morimoto's, any of these places. They'll be cool with Applebee's. They'll be cool with Olive Garden. But the extreme high maintenance girls are the ones that's going to constantly talk about, I need you to make this type of money so you can provide a lifestyle for me. The regular normal chicks understand that most guys don't make $100,000. And I think for me, because when I was dealing with a chick that was high maintenance, let me tell you like a little story. When I was dealing with a chick that was high maintenance, this was back in college, beautiful chick. I had a good amount of money back in college. I was dating her and shit, and she was high maintenance, and she was beautiful. She was gorgeous. She was drop dead gorgeous. She put her feminine ways on me, and this is some sim shit. She put her feminine ways on me, talked to me, gave me that pussy, gave me all that shit. And I would do things for her. Hey, I want to go to Steak 48. I'm taking her to Steak 48. I'm fucking though. Hey, look, it's my birthday coming up. Can you buy me these Gucci shoes? Gucci used to be back in the day like $300. It wasn't even that much compared to what they are now. So I will buy them for her. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy you some shoes, flowers, and all that shit. This woman, no matter what I did, was never pleased with anything I did because she constantly expected me to keep giving her and giving her and giving her and pouring into her. She was so high maintenance. Though she was very attractive, though I was seduced by her, though I liked her a lot, it wasn't beneficial to me because in the end of the day, I damn near depleted savings account dealing with Miss High Maintenance. And that's why I think you should not deal with Miss High Maintenance. Miss High Maintenance, to me, because I'm not rich. If you're rich, deal with Miss High Maintenance, but I'm a regular normal dude. Dealing with Miss High Maintenance was not beneficial to me at all, and I actually lost in that situation, especially financially. Now, the next archetype that I've dealt with that you probably will encounter, most guys, I feel like most guys encounter this one, is Miss Ratchet. Yeah, Miss Ratchet. Now, Miss Ratchet got a lot of good qualities with her and a lot of bad qualities with her. Me being like, you know, black dude, Philadelphia, I kind of like a little ratchetness. I kind of like Johns that be like, you know, listening to Sukihana, listen to Sexy Red. I kind of like that type of shit. Now, when it comes to relationships, not really. They might have to tone it down to be in a relationship with me. But far as attraction wise, I like Miss Ratchet. They the ones that you will typically see in the club, and soon as Sexy Red come on, she's twerking. They the ones who typically wear provocative clothing, very tight clothing. They the ones who are like that. They also are the ones that smoke weed. They drink. They're kind of like party girls a little bit. I was gonna put party girls as an archetype, but that can go into different waves because all these women can actually be party girls. The Ratchet John is like a party girl. She's fun. The pro for this is you have a blast with her. You'll never have a dull moment with the Ratchet girl. Even when she's telling you stories about some of the ratchet activities that she used to get in, it's exciting, it's fun, it's like a movie, like it's interesting. Another pro of Miss Ratchet, this is just based off my experience, don't judge me. Miss Ratchet is to me one of the ones that are top in the bedroom. Miss Ratchet to me is the most freakiest, the freakiest. She the one who wants you to spit in her mouth. She the one who wants you to smack her ass. She the one who wants to do it to you all the time. Because again, she smokes weed and she drank liquor. She always under the influence. She's a ball of fucking fun. I enjoy being with a Miss Ratchet. Niggas and looks, but I deal with attractive women. So an attractive ratchet woman kind of like turns me on a little bit. No bullshit. Might think I'm weird for this, but I like it. Well, you know how some dudes in this space tell you, I hate ratchet women. Them Jones be ratchet as shit. I don't like women like that. I kind of like it. Like, they have their uses, they're fun. The cons of dealing with a Miss Ratchet is because she's a party girl, you're going to think that she's dealing with multiple guys. And this is not always the case. Some of them are. Some of them are really out there. Some of them, like, you know, go out and have one night stands every night. And some Miss Ratchets, this is just their personality. They don't sleep with a lot of men. But you're thinking that. You're thinking that she's a 304 because she twerks. You're thinking that she's a 304 because the clothes that she wears. You're thinking that she's a 304 because of the music that she listens to, and rightly so. I want you to be skeptical of taking a Miss Ratchet serious. You should be very skeptical. But that's where, again, when you're dealing with her for fun. And the more you get to know her and the more you have those things like, well, she's not a 304. Like, she's not talking to multiple niggas. Well, she actually a sturdy chick. That's just how she is. Oh, well, I've seen her dress modestly, so she can do it. Actually, even if I was to deal with her in a relationship, she probably would dress more modestly because she's not single anymore. But that's just how she is. A Miss Ratchet. Now, I'm not talking about the Miss Ratchet who is on like Section 8. She got 10 kids by 10 different men. She can't get right in life. I'm not talking about like those bottom of the barrel women that no one should deal with. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a specific archetype, personality type, and her archetype is she's a ratchet. Now, I can't really give y'all one story of a Miss Ratchet that I've dealt with because I've dealt with several Miss Ratchets. So it's this one John that I was talking to a few years ago. She was a Miss Ratchet. I met her because smoking weed and shit. Like, I met her smoking weed and shit. I was blowing. She was like, do you know where I can get an eighth? I actually had like a half on me, so I just gave her an eighth for a dub. I was like, no, I don't know where. That's not my neighborhood. I gave her an eighth. We was chatting up, busting up. I got her information. I get her information. We talking. I'm bobbing with her and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. She's sturdy. I asked her what type of music she listened to. Obviously, she said she listens to Sexy Red. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, what's your Instagram? She gave me her Instagram. I'm looking at her Instagram. I'm looking at the photos that she posting. I'm looking at the way that she moving. Like, she one of them. She one of them that twerking shit. Not like her ass out or nothing, but she twerking and shit. Like, you know, she go to parties, whatever. I'm like, oh, she's a party girl. We link up. We smoke. I'm talking to her. I'm like, oh, she's a vibe. She's fun. I enjoy having time with her. She is so much fun. We start talking like every day. I start seeing her like once a week because I'll be busy and shit. I see her once a week and we start fucking. I'm enjoying the sex. The sex is amazing. Like, gotta be the best hit I ever got. Pussy was just water. Like, it was just so fire and I enjoyed it. Even to the point that I was like, man, I think I should probably take this show serious. I don't know. What was holding me back was because she was a Miss Ratchet. Now, remember how I told y'all earlier, sometimes some Miss Ratchets don't be fucking around. Not her. Yeah, she was out there. Like, I know of like 2 dudes that she was talking to while she was talking to me. And I wasn't taking her serious, so I didn't really give a fuck. But it was fun. And that was what was holding me back. I'm like, she's a vibe. I like talking to her. We blow. She know how to roll up. Like, yeah, I'm saying, I like kicking it with her and shit. She got some good ass pussy. Dick suck is amazing. She's fucking beautiful. But she out there and I'm just not dealing with it. So that's my one thing when it comes to Miss Ratchet. I like me a Miss Ratchet, but taking a Miss Ratchet serious wasn't in my cards. Now, if you also ratchet, if you're a guy and you're ratchet, like you a street dude, then you love a Miss Ratchet. I got a little street in me a little bit. So you love a Miss Ratchet. You like, well, shit, she know the street life. She know what it is. I like her. She smoking weed. She not bougie and none of that shit. She down to earth. She chilling. You will probably fuck with her. If you was a suburban guy and you're like preppy or you're nerdy or you're not from the streets, you probably would not want to be with a Miss Ratchet. Just straight up. you probably wouldn't want to talk to, you probably wouldn't want to deal with, you'll probably sleep with, but you wouldn't take a Miss Ratchet serious. Or you probably wouldn't even like a Miss Ratchet because y'all so different. You want a woman to be quiet, like submissive, as some dudes say, just sit there and not be heard, just be around so niggas can look at you and not say nothing to you. But no, a Miss Ratchet is going to talk. A Miss Ratchet is going to enter the conversation. A Miss Ratchet is going to talk to you and your homeboys. She might even like sports. She might even like basketball and football, and she might even talk to you about the sports. So again, it's a toss-up. There's pros and cons with dealing with all these women, and that was simply the Miss Ratchet. The next archetype of woman is the Miss Boss Babe. Now, the Miss Boss Babe is an interesting one. Why is this an interesting one? Because there's some boss babes who, even though they have degrees, even though they make money, even though they buy their own shit, still want your money. They still want you to make more money than them. They want to use your money to elevate their life better than the life that they already have. They also kind of go into Miss High Maintenance also. But there's also a Miss Boss Babe who just want men's company, a man's energy. You still have to have your life together with dealing with a Miss Boss Babe. You can't be a bum ass nigga. Most chicks don't like bum ass niggas unless they got like something wrong with them and they want to be like feel superior to their man. But a Miss Boss Babe, if you got your life together, a Miss Boss Babe doesn't really want much from you. She's so used to getting everything on her own, spending her own money, doing the things that she want to do, that she doesn't really need you to do anything. She dealing with you because she likes who you are. The most you probably have to do with these women is make them feel good. Where some women want you to provide for them, this type of boss babe typically doesn't want you to provide for her. They're there for your energy. They're there because they also want good dick from you. You give them good dick and a boss babe will do anything. These boss babes typically are, you know how the older women are talking about how the young men be putting pressure on them? Cougars, MILFs, sugar mamas are typically boss babes. In my opinion, like the ones that I've dealt with were boss babes. They were the ones who drive Range Rovers, who had a big ass, nice ass house, who worked corporate, and they met me at a bar because I was a bar back and I was doing things at the bar. They thought I was attractive. They talked to me and they wanted to fuck me. These women typically were the ones who buy clothes. They trick on dudes. As long as you there for them, as long as you don't cheat on them, they'll trick on you. Sugar mamas, they want you to be there. They want a young, attractive guy, and they're typically older. They want a young, attractive guy to just lay the pipe on them and make them feel like a woman, make them feel loved, and make them feel beautiful again. You can't get that from a broke chick. A broke chick is not going to be a sugar mama. A boss babe will be a sugar mama. A boss babe will trick on a dude. A boss babe will, hey, look, I wanted to go on a cruise. Do you want to go on a cruise? I'll pay for all expenses. They're rare to find, but they do exist. Guys typically run into the other boss babe. The other boss babe is the one who, she has degrees, she has money, she has a house, she has a car, and she says, I got all this stuff. What do you have? You have to double that and triple that. They the ones who say, I make 100,000, I make 250, my man needs to make 750. They the ones, even though they have a house, they the ones who say, my man needs to have a bigger house. Even though they buy their own bags, they the ones who say, I want my man to buy me a bag. Some of these boss babes, this type of boss babe, literally enjoy making money, feeling like they could do it on their own, stack their bread, and use your money. The con with dealing with boss babes is they can be typically emasculating. They will emasculate you. They will make you feel less than. Some of them will throw it in your face that if they wanted to, they can kick you out their house, or they could take their car back that they bought you, or that PlayStation, they could destroy it, or those sneakers. They like to throw these things in their face because they're in a power position. Dealing with this archetype of women, I recommend, unless you're like a couch surfer, unless you ain't got nowhere to live, I don't think you should deal with a boss babe. I don't think the pros outweigh the cons with dealing with the boss babe, because I'm all about self-improvement over here. I think every man should have his own. A man should never depend on a woman for anything that he want out of this life. A man should never compromise his morals or his livelihood for a woman. And when you're dealing with the boss babe is in a power position and you're not in a power position. The next girl that we're going to talk about, the next archetype that we're going to talk about is the Miss Homebody. We love a homebody. These are the ones who typically end up in relationship. These are the ones who typically get married. These are the women that all guys want. We all want that homebody because she stays out the fucking way. You typically find these women when you're either going to the store, at the grocery store, you might see them in the gym, you might catch them on public transit, you might catch them waiting for the bus, you might catch them going to work, but they're always moving. You don't never catch the homebody in the club. You don't catch the homebody outside just walking around, just hanging out. You don't catch the homebody. The homebody is in the house reading the book, watching that favorite show that she loves, and just kicking it. I say dudes like this, the homebody typically want is a sturdy nigga to be by their side. The homebody would rather lay in the crib, watch Netflix, order DoorDash, than go out. She just want to chill, she kick it. She's very low maintenance. To be honest with you, the homebody is very low maintenance. In my experience, the homebody is very low maintenance. She just wants your time, she just wants your energy, and she just wants you to love her. She doesn't really require much of you. This is where dudes typically fall in love. It's like, because I don't have to do that much to make this woman happy. She's simply happy being around me and being in my presence. I think most dudes probably would agree to this, that the homebody is the one that we're looking for. I love me a homebody. I love one who just stays out the way. She doesn't care about high fashion. She's cool wearing sweatpants or activewear. She has locks, so they freeform too, and they're beautiful, so she don't even care about having her hair done. She's earthy. She might smoke weed, because I always deal with women that smoke weed. She might smoke weed, and she just cool, and she just down to earth. I like this type of woman because, again, after my long day of hustling, after my long day of working my 2 jobs and also making content and also going to the gym, I like to come home and just relax and chill with the homebody. Her laying on my chest, whatever, and we just watching a movie. It does something to me. The closeness of a homebody just does something to me. I love me a homebody. And the last and final archetype of women that I have encountered, or that men will encounter, is Miss High Value. Miss High Value make niggas fall in love. Miss High Value gets the ring. Miss High Value makes men want to go out there and work hard to take care of this lovely, precious woman. Why is she Miss High Value? Because again, this is subjective. Miss High Value simply wants to be your helpmate. Miss High Value job and how she feels is to elevate you to a higher position in life, because she knows she's going to benefit when you level up. Miss High Value is the one who talks life into you. She the one who supports your dreams. She the one that always has your back. She the one and the only woman you could ever open up to, and she never threw it back in your face in an argument or a disagreement. Miss High Value is that 10 out of 10 woman that all men are looking for. They the ones that say, if I don't marry this girl right now, I'm going to lose out. That's Miss High Value. Miss High Value is the woman that when you fuck up the relationship, because you know we be fucking up sometimes. You might have cheated on her, you might have lied to her, and the relationship is over, that you actually felt bad about what you did with that girl, because she was so special. She poured so much life into you. She hit every love language that you wanted. She know how to treat you like a man. If you into women cooking and cleaning for you, she cooked and cleaned for you. She never argued with you that much. Y'all had disagreements, but she didn't argue with you. She also let you fuck whenever you wanted to, and the sex was fucking amazing. Miss High Value is what we all are looking for. I don't even have any cons when it comes to Miss High Value. I have 0 cons. Miss High Value, any dude to be lucky to have. It just, the only con when it comes to this archetype is there's so far few in between. If I'm being honest, there's so far few in between. There's not many that's on the market right now that are Miss High Value. Because Miss High Value get landed up, swept up in a relationship, and they be married for fucking 25 years, 30 years. The dude's never letting them go. And she's never letting that guy go. She don't even believe in divorce. Divorce? She don't believe in that. She believes on working through the problems because y'all said till death do you part. Miss High Value. That's Miss High Value. We'll make it say, well, I'm high value because I got degrees. That doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. This woman that I'm talking about that simply adds value to that man life, whatever that is to him, is Miss High Value. And that is an archetype. And this was the video by your boy BVM Marley G. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more motivational videos on how to become the best version of yourself.